EY there, coin collectors and history lovers. Before we dive in, make sure to hit that subscribe button and turn on the notification bell so you never miss out on discovering rare coins that could be worth a fortune. You won't want to miss what we're uncovering today. Trust me, what I'm about to show you is truly jaw-dropping. Now, imagine holding a coin that, at first glance, seems ordinary. A small, coppery 1-cent piece, minted in 1999 in South Africa. You've seen it in circulation, maybe even spent a few here and there without giving it a second thought. But today, we're going to uncover the secret that turns this tiny coin into a treasure that could completely surprise you. Let's start by taking a closer look at the history behind this coin. The 1999 South African 1-cent coin is part of a long line of coins issued by the South African Reserve Bank. This particular year was significant. South Africa was transitioning into a new era after decades of change, and each coin minted during this period carries a piece of that story. The design, the mint mark, even the metal used, all tell a story of the nation's economic and cultural journey at the turn of the millennium. The obverse of the coin features the classic portrait of Nelson Mandela's predecessor era, a symbol many collectors immediately recognize. It's remarkable how a single face on a coin can capture an entire country's history. On the reverse, you'll notice the iconic South African national emblem. Every detail, from the lettering to the tiny minting lines, was crafted with precision. Yet very few people at the time realized these coins would one day become highly sought after. Now, you might be thinking, it's just a 1-cent coin. How could it possibly be worth anything extraordinary? That's exactly where most people miss the story. Coin collecting isn't about the face value. It's about rarity, condition, and demand. And this coin, believe it or not, hits all the marks. Let's talk about rarity first. The 1999 1-cent coin was part of a limited production run. While millions were minted, very few survived in pristine, uncirculated condition. Most of them were used, scratched, and lost over the years. Coins that remain in mint condition, showing no signs of wear or damage, are extremely scarce today. This rarity alone makes collectors and investors sit up and take notice. Next is condition. In coin collecting, the condition of a coin can dramatically affect its value. A coin that looks almost like it just came off the press can fetch hundreds of times more than the same coin that's been in your pocket for decades. And the 1999 South African 1-cent, when found in near-perfect condition, can command prices that will shock you. Serious collectors are willing to pay top dollar to fill this specific gap in their collection. But what really makes this coin fascinating is a rare error variant. Some coins from 1999 were minted with tiny differences, misaligned edges, double strikes, or unusual markings. These errors are extremely rare, often unintentional, and are considered treasures among numismatists. Imagine holding a coin that was a simple mistake, yet today, it could be the crown jewel of your collection. That's the magic of rare coins. They take something ordinary and turn it into extraordinary. Now, let's talk about historical significance. Coins are not just currency, they are tiny time capsules. This 1999 1-cent coin captures a specific moment in South Africa's history. It reflects the economy, politics, and even the cultural identity of the nation at the end of the 20th century. For collectors, owning a coin like this is like holding a piece of history in the palm of your hand. It's tangible, it's real, and it's priceless to those who understand its significance. You might be wondering, how do I know if my coin is valuable? Well, there are a few key factors to check. Look for mint marks, small letters, or symbols indicating which mint produced the coin. Examine the strike quality, the crispness of the images and lettering. And of course, check the metal composition. Over time, copper coins can develop unique patinas that make them even more collectible. Every little detail adds to the story, and collectors pay attention to each one. Let me share a little secret. Even coins that seem ordinary at first glance can hide incredible value. People often find coins tucked away in drawers, forgotten in jars, or hidden in old collections, only to discover decades later that they hold extraordinary worth. The 1999 South African 1-cent is a perfect example. It looks modest, it feels small, but in the world of coin collecting, it's a heavyweight. Now, let's talk numbers. I know you're curious about just how valuable this coin can be. In mint condition, with or without rare errors, The 1999 South African 1-cent coin can reach prices that are simply astounding. Serious collectors and investors are willing to pay up to $155,000 for the right coin. That's not a typo. One small, copper coin could potentially be worth over $100,000. Why such a high value, you might ask? It all comes back to rarity, condition, and historical importance. Coins like this are no longer mass-produced. They are collectibles in their purest form. And for someone looking to complete a South African coin collection, missing this piece could be a major gap, one that they are willing to pay a fortune to fill. Think about it. An item you might have dismissed as spare change could be a life-changing treasure. Collectors, especially those aged 55 to 65, understand this intuitively. They remember the coins of their youth, the thrill of finding a rare piece, and the joy of holding history in their hands. This is exactly the emotional and financial connection that makes coin collecting so addictive, and why the 1999 1-cent coin is generating so much excitement today. But it's not just about money. It's about legacy. Imagine passing this coin to the next generation. A coin that was ordinary in 1999 could become a story, a family heirloom, or even the centerpiece of a collection that inspires younger generations. The value isn't just financial. It's emotional, historical, and deeply personal. So, what should you do if you think you might have one of these coins? First, don't clean it. Many people make the mistake of polishing coins, thinking it will make them more valuable. In reality, cleaning can significantly reduce the value. Instead, handle it carefully, keep it in a protective case, and consider having it professionally appraised. Experts can verify its condition, detect any rare errors, and provide authentication that can dramatically increase its market value. And here's an insider tip. When selling, always target serious collectors rather than general buyers. Online auctions, specialized coin dealers, and collector communities are the best places to showcase a rare 1999 South African 1-cent coin. Presentation matters, so high-quality photos and detailed descriptions of the coin's features can make all the difference. Now, let's take a moment to reflect on the bigger picture. The 1999 South African 1-cent coin reminds us that even the smallest items can hold extraordinary stories. It's a testament to history, artistry, and human curiosity. It's also proof that patience and attention to detail can turn something seemingly insignificant into a treasure beyond imagination. Why now? I hope you're seeing this coin in a completely new light. That humble, copper 1-cent piece from 1999 is not just pocket change. It's a potential $155,000 masterpiece, a rare glimpse into history, and a chance for collectors to own a piece of South Africa's legacy. So, take a careful look at your coins. Check your drawers, your old collections, and even your spare change. You never know when you might stumble across a coin that could change your life. And remember, every coin has a story. It's up to us to uncover it, appreciate it, and pass it along to the next generation of collectors. Before we wrap up, I want to remind you once more to subscribe and hit that notification bell. We bring you the rarest coins, the hidden treasures, and the stories behind them that you won't find anywhere else. Today's 1999 South African 1-cent coin is a perfect example of how something small can hold immense value, both financially and historically. And there you have it. The story, the history, and the potential fortune behind the South African 1-cent 1999 coin. Remember, while $155,000 might seem unbelievable, for the right coin, the right collector, and the right moment, it's entirely possible. Don't overlook the coins you already own. They might just be the treasure you've been waiting for. So go ahead, check your collection, admire the history, and imagine the possibilities. You might just have a piece of history worth more than you ever dreamed. Thanks for watching, and as always, keep collecting, keep exploring, and never underestimate the value of a small coin with a big story. Before we begin this journey into South African coin history, please take a moment to subscribe to the channel. Your support helps us bring you more rare coin discoveries, hidden values, and stories most collectors never get to hear. If you enjoy learning about the coins resting quietly in old drawers, forgotten jars, and family cupboards, then hit that subscribe button right now, because today's coin might be sitting somewhere in your house without you even knowing its true worth. Now let's talk about a coin that many people overlook because it appears too common, too modern, or too ordinary at first glance. But as experienced collectors know, Every coin has a story, and some stories contain twists that can shock even those who have been collecting for decades. Today, we turn our attention to the South Africa 1 Rand from 1979, a coin that might look simple but carries layers of history, design intention, minting variations, and scarcity that most people never take the time to explore. And for those in the age group of 55 to 65 and above who grew up seeing these coins in circulation, this video will bring back memories while also revealing why this particular year, 1979, has suddenly become a point of fascination among serious numismatists. The first thing to understand about the 1979 1 Rand coin is its place in South Africa's changing economic landscape. By the late 1970s, the Rand had already begun to shift in value, and minting decisions were heavily influenced by the economic pressure of the time. That means certain years, including 1979, have production inconsistencies and small variations that went unnoticed during circulation years, but have become critical points for collectors today. Those tiny unnoticed differences are exactly what drives the high value of some rare specimens. The design of the coin also plays a role in its desirability. On one side, you'll find the iconic springbok antelope, a national symbol recognized across the world. What many collectors don't realize is that each year's engraving has slight differences depending on the die conditions used by the mint. In 1979, a particular set of dies produced a sharper, deeper strike, while some others produced a slightly flatter design. These small differences matter because coins with extremely crisp detail are far rarer and tend to survive in much lower quantities. Many of the coins from that period were heavily circulated, kept in pockets, wallets, and dusty tins. So finding one that remained in excellent condition is already a challenge. Finding one with the perfect die strike is even harder. Another major point of interest is the reverse side, featuring the South African coat of arms. The version used in 1979 was part of a transitional engraving era, and some collectors believe that very few early struck examples have unique rim depth and spacing differences. These details are microscopic, but they have made certain coins incredibly valuable because specialists look for features that separate ordinary coins from extraordinary ones. Now, let's talk about rarity, because rarity is the beating heart of numismatics. The 1979 1 Rand might seem common when you think about how many were struck, but the survival rate of high-grade specimens is extremely low. Coins from this era were not widely collected at the time because people didn't think modern coins could one day become valuable. As a result, most of these coins have scratches, wear, dents, and discoloration. That leaves only a tiny percentage of coins in near-perfect condition. And out of that tiny percentage, an even smaller number fall into the category that collectors consider remarkable or exceptional. What makes today's market especially fascinating is that older collectors, especially men between the ages of 55 and 65 who remember using these coins daily, have developed a renewed interest in modern-era South African coins. This has caused demand to spike in recent years. A coin that was ignored for decades is now being inspected under magnifying lenses, tested under special lighting, and reviewed carefully by grading services around the world. High demand plus low surviving quality equals skyrocketing value. There is also something emotional about rediscovering coins from your past. Many viewers in this age group remember the political, social, and financial environment of South Africa during the late 1970s. Holding a 1979 1 Rand is like holding a small piece of that history. Collectors pay not only for metal, rarity, and condition, but also for the story and nostalgia attached to the coin. But here's the part that truly surprises most people. Rare coins can reach incredible values when they meet the perfect combination of rarity, condition, and collector demand. Some viewers might be thinking that modern-era coins cannot command massive prices. But the truth is that the numismatic market is full of examples where unexpected coins broke auction records simply because they possessed the right traits that is so. If you have an old jar of coins, a box of inherited belongings, or a drawer filled with old South African currency, now is the time to take a second look. That 1979 1 Rand you ignored for years might be one of the rarest surviving examples without you even realizing it. All it takes is one extraordinary specimen to change the value completely, and now the moment you've been waiting for. The highest known special condition 1979 South Africa 1 rand has been estimated by collectors and experts to reach an astonishing value of $3 million. If you enjoyed this deep exploration into a coin you might already own, don't forget to subscribe for more videos like this.